Am I autistic? Do I have Asperger's? Am I fucking like no. No. Fluoride is a fucking myth.
I agree, man. I think it's a scare tactic. People just get scared.
Wait, well, one theory. I don't have my chakras. I can't light things on fire with my hand. Maybe that's because of the fluoride. I don't have my chakras intact.
We are now live.
Anyway,
We're live. We're live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube.
What's up, world? Hello, world.
24/7.
Hey, Cockbag, don't sigh at me, by the way. I'm fucking drunk, you know that.
I'm
dude.
not
Come
fucking
on.
sighing at you, Rick. I'm sighing because, listen, you're not understanding, Rick. Look.
I should have went to bed. I understand. I went for another smoke. I shouldn't have done that.
Rick, I'm sighing because I feel left out, okay? There's a guy in this chat right now, okay, who's... Rick, hold on. Hold on, babe. Hold on now. Why don't you chill out. Comb your beard or something, Rick. Comb your fucking beard. Relax, okay?
My comb's in another room, dude. I can't.
Rick, hello? Sir, okay. There's somebody in this chat right now that's, watching people's webcams, without their permission. Very invasive. Describing what kind of regalia these people are wearing in their privacy and comfortability of their own homes. They could be in Washington. I mean, it seems really invasive. Now, what I want to know is what fucking pajamas am I wearing? Why the fuck won't this guy tell me what pajamas I'm wearing? I feel left out. Justin, please, dude. I mean, for you. I'm wearing these for you.
You're wearing those Ralphie. You're wearing Ralphie pajamas. You're wearing Ralphie pajamas from it's a Christmas story. Wearing those with the BB gun. You're wearing those. BB gun. You're wearing those. I see it.
Xylusa, what is with the deep bag under your eyes? Are you okay? I mean, you do whatever you want, but I think irregardless of what you do, the person's going to be observing you. I don't know, that's pretty weird, man.
And this shows you, look at how the patients rated, the public rated this article, and look at how the professionals rated it. Almost 5 stars, public, not even 2 stars. It shows how ignorant the public is.
I'm just curious. Is this
there's other negative effects to consuming fluoride that don't involve lowering the IQ, like disrupting the microbiome of the mouth, like basically creating a dysbiosis of bacteria, which affects digestion, which can lead to other disorders and things like that. So
Taste.
Just pretend it does to make you feel better. I think that's what it's for, right? People buy things to make them feel better. Just like dildos and fucking Brita filters and specialized, juicers, okay? It's the same thing. Instead of eating the carrot full, you put it in a machine and it juices it into a cup. What's the fucking difference?
I agree, dude. I want all my juicers to come with dildos.
Or a fucking carrot and juice in it. Who gives a shit? Anyway, Let me ask you. Let me ask everybody here for a moment. Can we get real for a moment? When you go to the grocery store, you're going to the cheapest grocery store, right? You're getting the cheapest shit you could possibly get. The cheapest potatoes, the cheapest onions. You're not buying all organic. And even if it is organic, it's not truly organic. It's GMO'd. Shut the fuck up. If you go to any grocery store paying $3-4 more for an onion, you're a fucking cunt. Okay? So, what's the difference between all this bullshit? Oh, I'm drinking fluoride, it's bad for me. And whatever the shit you're eating, what the fuck? It's all the fucking water that is made up of the potato, of the celery stalk, of the fucking broccoli head. It's all bullshit, right? So,
I think
Yeah, you're right.
it's going into your body, right? It's fluoride.
We could tell you don't care. You're smoking 7,000 chemicals right now.
I'm smoking a billion chemicals, and I love my frog poison. And you can suck my dick. I mean, no.
Okay, I will take your fluoride away from you.
I apologize for that response. That was an ignorant, immature response. Don't suck my dick. I gotta thank other people for that.
I think I'm gonna agree with you from now on, dude. I think I might go get a pack of cigarettes. Actually, change my whole philosophy.
I could smoke a million of these, and I'll still stay healthier than you guys because I don't know.
It's all bad for you, and you're gonna die.
Would any of you guys be interested in purchasing some fluoride sprinkles?
Yes.
It's what your immune system can handle.
Children love that at Halloween, dude.
Makes your food more tasty.
God damn it. Hey, I'm smarter than... Can you change your name? It really intimidates me having a female be smarter than me. I'm not okay with that. There's no room in my narcissism for that. So can we work something out
Can you
here?
turn it down with that bag, dude? That bag really intimidates me.
Misogynistic people in here. Can we just not?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the sound. I didn't hear it over the sound of a 56-year-old male doxing me. Excuse me, can you repeat that?
He's not that old.
Who's
I'm not
56?
that old.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about you, Jason.
So no one wants any of my sprinkles?
Section at Walmart, right?
I'll eat those fluoride tablets like they're candies, okay? I don't give a shit. My immune system can handle it. That's the difference between a smart person and a dumb person. If you're getting a flu shot, you're an idiot. If you go out and you can drink a bunch of fucking tap water and go smoke some cigarettes and drink some booze and eat some fucking shitty whatever grade meat at the fucking shitty fucking Cub Foods you go to, then yeah, you're gonna have a higher chance of living because your immune system can tolerate it because it builds up a tolerance and it builds up a... Then yeah, you're gonna have a higher chance of living because your immune system can tolerate it.
Keep smoking those cigarettes.
Look at this candy-coated flavored Adderall for your kids.
Here's the thing. I'm old and my body has an immune system. It has a tolerance. It pushes out the bad and revives. Okay, anyway. Jason, why?
Because I don't know.
What the fuck, Jason?
Which one are you seeing that's Phantom?
Jason, are you using Grape for Men? I'm just wondering, dude. Why
I'm
is
not
it?
using anything.
Well, let's have a contest, man. You don't have a contest there?
Look, a free 30-day trial of candy-coated Adderall.
Stop what?
Stop cutting your hair. It's despicable.
I haven't cut my hair. Why?
You're a fucking liar, dude. Your shit's so trimmed up nicely, it's bullshit.
Yeah, we are live at the
I
link.
literally have not cut my hair since court more than almost a year and a half or whatever the fuck.
Well, that's bullshit, because my hair's almost down on my nipples nipples if I were to stretch it out. I mean, look at this shit. Okay, you're a liar. You're a liar. Stop cutting your hair.
And look how good Johnny can focus
Okay,
now.
I'll stop cutting my hair. Whatever.
We're gonna dye it black, and we're gonna become like, we got the same clothes, man. We're in black. We're gonna start a biker gang. We're gonna do this
Dye
shit,
my hair
Jason.
black. What the fuck?
You're gonna buy a bike. You're gonna buy a fucking chopper. I'm gonna buy a chopper. We're gonna start a biker gang.
Chopper!
Fuck this bullshit.
It's not a bike, baby. It's a chopper.
Get down.
Oh, I gotta get out.
Dead.
Anyway, has anybody seen this girl just fucking going crazy? Like,
I've been watching
what
it for like
meds?
a minute, not gonna lie.
What meds are in the process of this?
Here's
what happens when I buy my sprinkles.
Listen, wait a minute. That's a valid question. What is she bouncing around to? I think she's listening to some like Zumba shit or whatever the fuck, dance music. So she's bouncing around all the fucking time.
It's not something I want to see though. It's just kind of like, ooh.
Hey, I thought you were just.
Hey, Rick, what do you think? Are you going to ask your doctor if Adderall is right for your child?
She gets in a bikini and bounces around the screen. That's what she does.
She had to soup herself up. You had to work up that Dragon Ball Z chi to open that fucking jar. That's probably what it is, man.
By the power of Grayskull, I am the power!
There's not much there. I don't know. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's not something I want to see. That's kind of like, no.
Rick, there's this thing called Hide.
There's a thing called, I have a girlfriend.
I don't want to look at your face either, so.
Nice
I can't
ass.
believe it's not titties.
Yeah, shit.
Damn, dude, look, the adults have way more side effects than the adolescents. So if you're going to give Adderall to your people, give it to the 6-year-olds.
Shit, man. I'd rather watch Soul
Just get it,
man, to be honest.
You gotta crush that shit.
Watch Soul Crux.
Crush it up.
Here, man.
Sniff it up.
Soul Crux, you should twerk.
This age range seems to be alright.
And see what happens, man. You should you should put some paint on your ass and twerk on a canvas and sell that shit, man. I want to see that happen. Do it, man. That'll be the first man twerk piece in the history of mankind. Sell for billions. I bet you Donald Trump would buy it. Put it in the White House.
Dry mouth.
Right in the fucking...
Adderall.
I mean, that's amazing. Look how many side effects an adult has compared to a 6-year-old.
Okay, come on, man. You know what? Diarrhea's got to be like one of everything you look up, man. If everybody's got diarrhea, what does that mean? It just means you ain't eating right, bro.
I mean, but look at this.
We all have
people taking drugs, and then they're advertising it dissolves quickly.
See you in the bathroom.
They even need to give it to you for 30 days for free.
You don't even have to. It's so easy to get Adderall. All you have to do is spend 3 hours fucking taking a test and answer it the way that you know that you're supposed to answer it, and then anybody can get Adderall. All you gotta do is have ADHD.
Yeah, but this is targeted for children. This new Adderall is for specifically 6-year-olds.
Look, all you gotta do is talk to a Mexican for 30 minutes, and then you'll figure out,
It even says it may be right for you or your child. You know, if you can't get your child to focus, then focus on your child.
What's the difference between a pharmaceutical... what's the difference between a doctor who's prescribing pharmaceuticals than a Mexican who doesn't even speak a lick of English who's selling heroin? What's the difference? All you gotta do is pretend to talk to him for 30 minutes, and you'll get what you want to get. You'll get what you want to get in the end.
I just think it's hypocrisy, dude. What a bunch of bullshit, man.
Alright, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna eat some like kale and mint plants. I'm gonna plant some radishes tomorrow. What you know about radishes, man?
Radishes.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation about radishes before you go to bed.
Didn't Mario eat those? Didn't Mario eat those big radishes in one of his games?
Dude, what was that game where he plucked all the radishes? Yeah, the giant radish. Hey, no, radishes are fucking good. Plant some radishes. Plant some shit. Grow some shit. Here's my advice to you all. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Wow. Dude, really?
Rick, it's been too wet to dig. It's been too wet to dig. The water table level is up.
The building
I
ark.
love you so far. I gotta go to bed. I'll see you guys later.
Night.
No, seriously, I bought radishes at the grocery store today. I'm gonna plant some radishes. Goodbye.
It's possible Ark was a UFO. It's the only way to get 2 of every species on it. Genetic samples.
My head just exploded.
Real condition. You need to ask your doctor for the medication for exploding head syndrome.
What if it's your second head?
I'm quite fine. But you know what fine means, right? You know that, right?
Head exploding can be a result of eating too much of my sprinkles. Sorry, forgot to put a label.
Sprinkles. No, it was just the silliness of how everything comes full circle, and it's like the cosmic duh. When he said that, it was like the cosmic duh. It's like, well, duh. That's all I was getting at. Genetics, arc, UFO. Well, cosmic duh.
This was on CBS. It's no joke.
Yeah, Jules, you're on cam.
No, I would say you went to the exploding head syndrome. I'm still talking about your comment, which would have a lot more impact than your exploding head syndrome right now. And you chose exploding head syndrome.
No, it really was a UFO, I believe. That's what Ezekiel seen in his vision was the ark.
Damn, you did that shit quick, man. Drawfag is doing it up.
So what the aliens have done is they've hijacked human beings, used them as avatars. They created this children's story like the Bible and encoded truths inside of it. But they had to write it down as a children's story to get people to perpetuate it.
What the fuck?
Can we not have this conversation and say that we did?
A bit late for that now.
Holy Jesus! Jesus Christ is the coming to your life.
No, Noah was 120 years old, right? 120.
Sounds like Satan. We're gonna watch out for that Satan.
What if Satan wasn't an actual one entity, one person? What if Satan just worked through everyone, like anytime? Just like was It's like took over, not even took over your body, just like, imagine that? Like Satan was just in everybody.
You think this is coincidence here or what? Noah was 120. Now people are going to live to be 120.
You know that baby will live to be 120.
Because it says with the little asterisk, it's not just hype. New science will lead to very long lives.
But they can say that about fucking water. That doesn't mean they have like some baby that's gonna live 120 years. They trying to make science where they can put one head onto another body. That doesn't mean they have the science to make you live to be in a robot yet. Like just because you see a little piece of like a little statement doesn't mean it's literal.
I know how you could live for fucking like multiple lifetimes, or at least like feel like it. You know how the movie Inception talks about how like when you're in the dream, 5 minutes is like an hour in the real world. Well, all you have to do is induce yourself into multiple dreams within dreams and have lucid dreams. Then you can live life exactly how you want, but it's a dream. But like it'll feel like it's been like an entire lifetime by the time you wake up, and it could have only been like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Because it's like an hour, an hour.
The thing about dreams is you can't control dreams. You will be living a life that has no stability.
You can control dreams. I do it sometimes. It's just you have to be aware that you're dreaming. It's called lucid dreaming. They have like these special.
We got a tool now.
Projection. It doesn't work though. Like not like the way you're saying. No way or form in the astral plane is that controllable or tameable.
This is to answer your question, how they're going to make babies live 120. This tool, CRISPR, can alter genes, like copy and pasting text. Now it's a problem of should they do it. It's not a question of can they do it anymore.
Why not? I mean, what is the debate here?
A million reasons why not. I mean, because, for example, should people that can only afford it be able to alter their genetics of their children? So the people who have the money, their children won't have disease. The people who can't afford it, their children will have disease.
Yeah, but that's not really your problem. How many times have I heard in here that that's not our problem, that's not our business?
What? I don't understand what your argument is, but also, another scary thing about it is they've been doing mice studies, and they've already shown that there was success at the beginning of their life, but in the latter stages of like their middle life, they developed like tons of like cancers and genetic mutations, and I guess that's just comes down to fine-tuning science, but who wants to be the human guinea pig for that?
I mean, we all are guinea pigs when we take pharmaceutical drugs, so we've been guinea pigs for a long time. I don't see a problem with it personally. If it's available to everyone, I don't want it to be available for just rich people. I hate things that only people with money can buy.
But what if it's something that takes a lot of money? Is that still unfair because you don't have enough money to buy it? Because people without insurance deal with stuff like that every day.
Yeah, but if you don't have insurance, there are ways to get similar treatments. They're
Are you talking like the emergency room? Because Donald Trump is about to change healthcare completely where the emergency room is not going to be there either. So,
So I'm curious, what do you think the application for it is? Do you think it's just curing disease, or do you think it's like there's more superficial uses for it? I mean, obviously there's both, but what do you think is ethical?
We could do almost anything with this tool. You could change eye color. You could cure disease. You could extend lifespan.
Not what do you think we can do with it, but what do you think is ethical?
I think that we should use the technology to its fullest potential. I mean, I'm for extending lifespan potentially thousands of years. That's my goal. I'm for pulling the mind out of organic matter and putting it into a machine.
That's it, guys.
I'm with you on that. I wish we could have gone against like some robo body.
That's what Ark Revival is talking about.
It's a future I hope to see, because right now we've been trapped in matter for a long time. We've been trapped on this planet for a long time, and I don't think we can stay here for another 200 years. There's a whole universe out there.
There's only one Earth, though.
Yeah, but the Earth is the mother, and we know that children can't stay in the womb forever in their mother, or it'll cause toxicity. It's a similar thing with the Mother Earth. Eventually, it's going to be so toxified, we won't be able to live here, and we're risking killing the Mother Earth and ourselves. So we have to leave the womb eventually.
I know that Donald Trump tried to invest or is investing money into like us moving to, or 1 million people moving to Mars, which is crazy to me.
A lot of work to be done to live on Mars. I mean, right now it'd be like living in a freezing desert.
No kind of chance of water, if any, underground. That's why I was like, how the fuck are y'all gonna live there?
I mean, even in space, like the human body is not made to live in space. Our eyes would, get all fucked up. Our heart would be all fucked up. You can't live in space for a long time. I mean, you risk getting dementia, Parkinson's, all types of problems.
I want to go to space. Just to, like even if I die, I'll just go up there, just with the camera, a live feed, and just show everybody that the Earth is either flat or round, and that it exists, just to end the debate. It's just fucking.
No,
Yeah.
you would die, and people still wouldn't believe you, though.
No, you'll be able to get your chance to go to space, I believe, because there is a whole field of space tourism. Like a couple citizens have already been to space. It just costs millions of dollars. I think it's like $28 million or something.
I don't think a weather balloon works. I think a weather balloon goes high enough. But if you put a weather balloon with rockets attached to it, I feel like when it finally gets to that point where it's about to explode at like 114,000 feet up in the air, I feel like you could just make the rockets go into space and pull the camera into space. But you're not going to get it back because it's going to float around and you're going to be fucked, so that's the thing that sucks.
Did you see the robot tour with a balloon?
Yeah, I'm saying like if you took like a 360 cam and like attached it to a balloon and had it like go up as far as possible, and then like had like some like you rigged it so that way the rocket would go off and detonate after the balloon popped, because it would eventually pop when it went too high, and then the rocket would take the camera up into space, but you have to rig it so that once it's right about to like start to like float around and get stuck in space, the webcam ejects, or it's a live feed, but it would have to like you'd have to somehow get the footage, of it up that high, and I feel like that's just a problem.
May I make a suggestion? You have two cameras. One that is an eject camera and one that remains fixed. Alright? Yeah?
That works.
Heavy.
See, I've seen a live. I'll post it right now. Actually, it's a live 360 video of someone putting a balloon up in space, but it never made it to space. But you could still like click and look around in 360 degrees, pretty much, of the entire, ascent up. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna post it right now. Let me find it.
I feel like shit right now.
Why? What's wrong? You look pretty beautiful to be feeling so bad.
Open mic still, my bad.
You seen any good movies recently? Have you seen Split?
Yeah, I just posted that video.
There's your post if you're interested in seeing some atmosphere shots, I guess is the best way to put it.
Oh, and you were basically right. It was $35 million that he paid. So, yeah, pretty close.
Parsley, would you go to Mars? Would you want to live on Mars? They planted like a fucking 1,000 trees, build a lake, a Donald Trump type lake, a Great Lake, and put a lot of food there. Would you want to live on Mars?
I personally would not want to, but I'd want to stay up to date with what was going on there. Nah, I wouldn't go. Would you?
No, I would not. I like my little native land, America.
I signed up to go to Mars when I thought SpaceX was going to Mars. They were looking for people to go. I thought it was real, but it ended up being a publicity stunt.
Probably just taking the temperature of the population to see if it is something that they're interested in.
I think NASA is taking applications for asteroid miners, though, if you want to get into that field.
Oh yeah, I actually have a friend who's he's about to do that right now, and he is working for NASA, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a huge emerging field for geologists.
A great program right here. It's helped me a lot.
Scared the shit out of me. I was like looking at my screen, and next thing I know, I hear someone do that shit.
Arg. Me matey. Darby treasure. Plunder to be taken.
Yo, Jay, you could change your Facebook language to be U.S. pirate, and then it says everything in pirate version?
That's funny.
You should try it. Go to the language settings.
I changed my Facebook to Indonesian to delete my last name, and they made me send them my ID and social security card.
I'm about to smoke a little bit of your bolio right here. Cheers and then shit.
Wait till 87.
Well, I have to heat mine up, so it's going to take me a little bit longer, but cheers.
It's alright. I'd rather dab, but I don't have any, so that's cool. I understand.
What?
I got basic flour. I live in North Carolina. It's not legal here.
Shut the fuck up in the box over there.
I don't know if I'll be able to use any herbs again. I'll know soon in 87 days.
Is a stupid, dumb son. Wow, that's intellectually challenged. That one. Okay, that's enough. Don't do it again or I'm gonna ban you, you dumb fuck.
Mainly white.
Rude. She isn't doing anything.
It's okay. I can do whatever you want me to be. Cesarean section.
Not supposed to be rude in this room. We're a civil society in here.
My dad knows I go on Tiny Chat. He calls you people my doper friends.
Doper friends.
Doper?
Your dad, sir, served in World War I, did he not? Or was it? Maybe it's Korea. Oh shit! You damn pothead hippie motherfuckers!
Just don't see how people do tiny chat
Fucking
without smoking
junkies!
weed.
Dude, I haven't smoked no weed in a while. I did every day for 7 years. I'm
Really?
sober.
Really?
Really. I just got a new grinder too, man.
Do you ever feel like your life
I've been
is
sober for 7 years.
sitting in a waiting room, but you don't know what you're waiting for?
It's a waiting place, man.
Deep.
Dr. Seuss wrote a whole, poem about it.
No. I did not.
Just keep laughing on open mic, Jason.
It is fucking fuck 'em. Fucking idiot.
I don't think I should bake right now because I'm sick, and then I'd probably get people sick with my baking.
Does it suck that bad?
Have you ever seen a grinder like this?
No, I was just looking at that shit. That's fresh, man. I like that Ninja Turtle green.
I don't think I'm gonna go psychotic if I start to use weed again. I really don't. It was the psych meds that caused that.
You ever feel like you're really not you when you're high?
No. I had no problem with weed until I took it in combination with psych
If I'm
meds.
not me, then who am I?
Seeing.
What movie was that line from? Anybody know? 'Cause I do. Y'all don't know. You do, don't you,
It was a
Devin?
top-notch vaporizer too, for a good price, under $100.
Was it Sleeper?
It's a
It was one of
butane
the Neo, what the fuck, Matrix movies. And number 2, the guy takes Smith takes over that human body, but in the medical bay, and he kills the girl and everything. No, I guess it's near the last. I guess it's the last movie where he attacks Neo and fucks up his eyes and everything.
One of those
It's also
things
Total
that
Recall.
it freaked
Oh yeah,
me
is
out
it in
about that.
Total Recall too?
Remember when he pulled the fucking bug out of his stomach with the fucking... When she pulled the bug out of his stomach with that shit? That shit creeped me out, man. Like, imagine if that was real.
Yeah, the little baby squid,
That's
little baby squid or something.
fucked up, man. It's worse watching it go in. You got that Robitussin, man? Drink that shit, man. Fucked up.
That's
Trip. You got it at the
illegal.
dollar store now, you know. $1. Fucked up.
These all are bad for you. I don't even need any of those. They're all bad for you.
Why don't you dump them down the toilet?
Dollar takes you a long way these days.
But I might need them one day, you know.
But they're all bad for you.
Well, they're bad for me now. They might not be bad for me later. No, I'm getting my gene sequence, so I know which drugs I respond to better should I need them in the future.
Zay, you enjoyed your cooking. You're leaving.
GeneSight is the company. Because I had that toxic reaction to those drugs, man. A psychosis is terrifying. It lasted 3 whole days.
Dude, I had that with Adderall. I fucking stayed up for like 4 days straight, getting wicked high, and I started seeing like people in invisible cloaks and shit, like ghosts and shit, fucking floating around. They literally look like people in invisible cloaks. It's like Harry Potter. I don't know. It's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. But I swear those things are real.
Yeah, I mean, my experience was a little bit more profound, dude. Like, I seen receptors in my brain that I had no idea even existed. I even knew what their names were. I mean, time stopped. I traveled through time. Telepathy happened. I was convinced I was part of a government research program for mind control and psychological
I think you
operations.
really are when you're on Adderall. That's probably why they give people fucking Adderall, because it makes it so they can control your mind better. They can fucking, it opens your mind. You get like more abilities and shit, because you're like more focused and you're not so distracted by everything else. So it like leaves room in your mind for other activity. I think that's what it is, man.
They promote
Well, I was prescribed Adderall, and I had ADHD. So if you actually have ADHD, it completely zombifies you. You aren't getting all these 3-day highs he's talking about. Like, I was sitting in class, like, zombified, not doing anything, just there, you know? So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, that's what it is,
I
though.
mean, I've been diagnosed with ADHD, but Adderall kept me awake.
You get
I stayed up for
zombified,
almost
but
7
awake.
days on Adderall.
You just zone the fuck out, but you're still up. You just go internal, like in your mind, you have all these ideas and shit, and you're just like a fucking cracked out squirrel, just looking around with your big ass fucking pupils and shit. You look like you're on crack, meth at the same time, and you're just up for like 4
Yeah,
days.
Adderall is basically methamphetamine.
Fuck it.
Damn. Yeah, I've never tried Adderall. It sounds really bad.
It's like meth, yeah, pretty much. You get really
Yeah, I'm never
paranoid,
gonna try it.
especially if you smoke
One
weed.
of those drugs that you know, it's like you question if drugs are gonna get you high. That's one of those drugs you know is gonna get you high.
Fuck yeah. It's not even
I mean,
that
it doesn't
good when
really
you come off of
get
it.
you high as far as it makes you just focus.
When you come
I was
off
saying,
that
I remember I was like in history class and I was sitting there looking at the fucking ceiling like zombified, just like fucked up out of my mind. I fucking Adderall.
I actually smoked meth one time in
Yeah, I don't like
Atlanta.
the high from stimulants, really. I'd rather take hallucinogens.
Meth is pretty much the same as Adderall. Although, like, meth was stronger for me. I literally stayed up all night staring at the full moon, like, nonstop. And I was doing, like, this thing with my eye where I could make it, like, expand the moon by zooming out or in or some shit. And it would, like, fucking make the moon, like, 30,000 moons at one time. And they would, like, go to, like, a fucking spirally shape. It's weird. But I did it all
It's so
night.
weird. I do the same shit.
That means
I took Adderall. I just cleaned my car. Like, I went in there, I cleaned the fucking air conditioner vents with a toothbrush. I got in there with fucking Q-tips. I cleaned everything.
Side note though, that as humans, I don't know why, but we can like blur our eyes out so we can't see shit. It's really weird. And then like we can just focus it back in.
I think that's for your third eye. Your mind's eye.
archaic. That would be me if I took Adderall.
I literally cleaned everything so much that, like, there was nothing left to clean. Like, I woke up the next day and I didn't have shit to do for 2 weeks.
Soul Crux, you look like a famous actor in a movie where you're like a spy, but I don't know what the fuck movie it is.
Speaking of spies,
Yeah,
there's
it's
somebody
exactly
filming a
what.
documentary, Third Eye Spies.
Anybody recognize Soul Crux, the actor I'm talking about? Doesn't he look like that guy? He was in a spy movie. I don't know which
Is
one.
that the guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy.
The guy, I know what you're talking about. There was a super
Yeah,
villain, Is it one of the Bond movies, maybe?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Tyler's so detailed.
He's like a high-level henchman or some shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up right now.
He's not the actual leader villain, but he's like.
Man, I need some dating advice. Anybody in here good with
Might be that.
relationships?
It's very general, of course. I mean, you know, any fool with some glasses on that looks similar to Soul Crux might seem the same too. You know, so.
Sunflower looks pretty good with
Like me
relationships.
looking like Braveheart or some shit, right?
Yeah, I just typed in Bond villains on Google in there. I didn't realize they were like fucking mad of them. Like too many. More than Batman villains, probably.
There's a lot of Bond villains.
Yeah, Bond villains don't repeat like Batman's do.
Yeah, because they're dead.
Never mind. I didn't know Batman had so many.
No, dude, that motherfucker dead as hell.
Yo, Batman has over
There
100
are a
villains.
few reoccurring villains. Jaws is one of them. He kept surviving encounters with Bond. He did not get killed. Was Jaws. He's one of the rare villains that did not. And in fact, Jaws converts and becomes a hero in Moonraker. Did you know that?
I never seen that one.
One of Bond's arch nemesises, that big guy named Jaws with the teeth, the big metal teeth, the henchman that would kill people with his teeth, he'd rip metal apart with his hands. Anyhow, in Moonraker,
Jason,
he's in a genetic program with the supervillains in a genetic program. It turns out near the end, you know, Bond's like points out, yo, Jaws, you are not part of their genetic program. They're going to have to terminate you. And he kind of just looks around like, oh. And said, well, fuck these guys then. And next thing you know, it's supervillain number one henchman and Bond fucking him up.
All right, Jason. Here's the deal. If you're a superhero, dude, what is your power? What would it be?
Moonraker is the name of that movie.
Yeah, any superpower, what would it be?
It would be to make everyone look like their hottest selfie.
Mind control.
I would want to be able to use genjutsu.
I'd want telepathy. I'm not telepathy. Fuck.
Mind control would be pretty cool.
Or super strength.
Dude, I mean, as someone who experienced telepathy, I found it incredibly, almost impossible to control.
Pyrokinesis, telekinesis, cryokinesis, electrokinesis, hydrokinesis.
Fly would be cool, yeah.
You guys don't know all the psionic prowesses, do you?
Oh, I do. I played that movie about psyops, dude, for Xbox. I mean, that game. Did you see that? Did you play that game? I forget the name of it, but it was awesome.
I read
it
about psyops.
What's your relationship problem?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how to pick up women. I'm not very good at it. I get kind of shy.
Hey man, you gotta read Pandora's Box. If you want it, I can send it to you for free.
I'll look it up.
Don't open it!
I'm just...
Virus.
What is
I haven't had I had one girlfriend, and I was with her for 10 years, and it didn't work out, and I haven't had a girlfriend since, for like 3 years now.
I noticed that,
Man,
like,
10
if you
years,
cook, man, you're cooking right now. You got a good thing going. If you can associate, if you can make women want food, and then associate you being the one that has the food that they want, and then like, I don't know, they like connect it with you for some reason, and then they want you. It's weird. Maybe they don't really want
That's
it.
not true.
I know, but
How are you meeting people?
Did any woman in the room right now agree with that statement at all?
I mean, there's some people that just don't know how to put the fork down. So, you know, you might be able to find your girlfriend that eats constantly all the time and has a huge muffin top.
What?
I mean, I went to a coffee shop and I asked this girl out, and I tried to give her my number or whatever, and she said it doesn't feel. She was like, "Oh, it doesn't feel right." I was like, "What the fuck? If you want me to come back when the stars are aligned, what is wrong with her?"
My computer's lagging so hard, and I just missed that entire thing. But
I mean, I went to a coffee shop and asked this girl out, and she just said it didn't feel right, and I guess it just didn't feel right for her. So
I always get like
did you
you're
guys
ugly
talk
or
at all?
you have a boyfriend or some fucked up shit like that, you know. Or I thought you were gay or some shit, but I never heard that one.
yeah. I mean, and then I went to Walmart and I was at the cell phone section, and this girl was selling me a cell phone. I said, "Well, I just got this phone. I'm new in town. I don't have any numbers in it. Oh, you want to hang out?" And she was like, "Nah, I don't think so." Like, damn, dude. Can't win for losing here.
That was kind of corny though. I got a new phone. Hey, put your number in it. Like, no, you're a fuckboy.
No, the best way to do it is be like, "Hey, my phone died. Can you let me use your phone real quick?" And then you call your own phone in your pocket and let it ring. And then when they're like, I thought it died," be like, "No, I just wanted your number," and just walk away.
It is
Yeah,
2017. That shit is mad creepy. You could be a terrorist, a fucking killer. You don't do that no more.
So don't even call no more at all. Now it's all like straight to Snapchat.
How old are you?
28.
Oh yeah, and Snapchat's bomb. It's so casual.
Yeah, that's what everybody's got now. Nobody talks on the phone anymore. They just text. So.
Nah,
You can talk
I
on
like texting on
Snapchat.
the phone, but I don't like texting.
Imagine if we had like virtual reality in a virtual world where like it's like Google Maps and we can all like virtually with our virtual avatars go around and meet people and like talk like you're in real life and then like just kind of like teleport around the world and shit. Wouldn't that be sick?
Oh, Facebook is working on that right now. They got virtual reality prototype ready for Oculus
Or
Rift.
AI. Yeah, or AR.
Yeah, I mean that's my only hope for getting a companion, artificial intelligence. I think I might have to wait for that.
You could just wait till they have those like brain things or they hook it up to your brain and it feels like, you know, it's everything's real. And you could just make your own.
Yeah.
Make your own virtual girlfriend.
I don't know what to do, man. I mean, I'm willing to even meet somebody on the other side of the world. Like, this one girl was in Sweden, and she tried to tell me, "Oh, you could just move to Sweden." And I was like, "All right, well, when can I move? I'm ready." And she's like, gets all nervous and then doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Well, try to stay in America.
And that's the thing, I don't have time to play all these damn, like, relationship games, you know? I don't got time for that shit. I ain't trying to play a game with somebody. I'm serious.
I just want you guys to look at Azrael real quick. You know, just felt like putting that on the spot. You know, that's kind of funny. The chat. For you, Jason.
I don't know, I just took a personality test, and it said something like, I'm a mediator, whatever that means.
Type of personality test, like that numberatic, or whatever the fuck that word is. That type of shit.
Oh, it said something like I'm an INJ, something like some type of weird numerical code type thing. I don't know what let me look at. I'm gonna see exactly what it was. Hold on.
I'm a loser.
Oh my god, that hat.
What the hell is that about, Jason? That rock.
What, this 85-pound rock?
Yeah.
What about it?
What's going on over there with it?
Big fucking rock I pick up.
You getting someone else's rocks up too.
Did you paint that rock? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah, you carrying the cross there? Like that.
That looks like a gravestone. That's a big hand. Whose hand is that big?
Whose handprint?
What is the point of
Yeah,
that
whose
though?
handprint?
What is that like?
Yeah, I saw you doing this one time. I thought you were like metaphorically like carrying the cross. Is that what's going on?
Do you do that when you're drunk, man? Have you ever dropped it?
I don't think he gets drunk.
Imagine busting somebody's car window, like they're going straight to his damn house.
I would be the one to drop that drunk.
Oh yeah, I work out drunk. Oh yeah. Oh, you fuck up with this, man, he'll take your damn foot off.
You gotta like tie it to the ceiling so that way, you know, it can't fall and hit your foot. Let it dangle just far enough.
I said I'm an INFP A/T.
I don't know what that is.
Myers-Briggs.
I don't either, really.
That's your personality type for Myers-Briggs.
How reliable is that?
It's pretty reliable. I'm an ENFP.
I mean, it seemed pretty accurate when I read it.
That means you're introverted. You're not very extroverted. I noticed that that's not always accurate either. Where the feeler and the thinker and the extroverted and introverted kind of aren't always accurate.
I mean, it was highly detailed. It was pretty accurate from what I read. It said something about like I'm an idealist, a dreamer. I don't really like hard work, stuff like that.
It's 2017. Who the fuck wants to work? I mean, I haven't yet to meet somebody that says, I love to just go out and work every day. That's not the world we live in.
I mean, I don't like to look at work as work, to be honest with you. I think if people were to look at work as play, it'd be a much different type of life. They wouldn't be so bummed out all the time.
Well, if this society was a lot more like it should be, I don't know. I mean, we would be doing what we're supposed to be doing instead of all this bullshit.
I mean, after my psychotic episode, I was
makes me
just happy to
depressed.
live. I mean, I'm not depressed about shit anymore, because I thought I died. And now I've been feel like I give opportunity to live, and everything to me is enjoyable. Just being awake and alive, walking on the fucking ground with 2 feet is enjoyable to me. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, man. Every day is a gift, for sure. Life is very
That's how it's
finite.
felt for me. I mean, after I thought I was dead, I never knew my mind could do that. I never knew that I would personally lose my mind, you know? And after that had happened, and I came back, I felt like I've been given an opportunity.
What do you mean by lose your mind? Like a midlife crisis? Like you had to find yourself again type? Lose your mind? Or like it was some like, I don't get what you mean.
A drug-induced psychosis. They diagnosed me with the wrong diagnosis, and they treated me for schizophrenia and psychosis, and it caused me to have a psychosis. So I literally went crazy for 3 days. I thought I was part of a government research program. I thought these people that were trying to help me were poisoning my water. I thought that I was telepathically communicating with people. Complete insanity.
Thank God you broke away from that medicine then.
I mean, it was nuts. I never knew my mind could do that type of shit.
It's cute as fuck. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
I mean, I experienced things that were impossible. Like, things came into my mind I couldn't have known. At one point during this episode, I went into my brain, and I could see what receptors were releasing certain neurotransmitters, and I even named them off by name. I said, I can see the 5-HT2A receptors, and I could. And so I looked it up afterwards, a week and a half later, and sure enough, those were the receptors that were being modulated by those drugs. And how I knew that, I have no idea.
It's that Adderall, man. It opens your mind.
I wasn't taking Adderall. I was taking something called modafinil, which is
I took that shit.
a stimulant, but it doesn't work like Adderall.
Did you smoke weed with it? No. No. Alone. I'm all alone in the world. All alone. All alone. All alone.
Hands up.
Oh, but something interesting that you mentioned, the government you're talking about?
My bad. Y'all froze.
Yeah, I saw this really good documentary on Amazon Prime. It's called American Mind Control, MK Ultra.
Yes,
And
MK Ultra program. Many of us know about it.
Yeah, a lot of people know about it. It's an interesting documentary. Yeah.
I mean, but this was to the point where, I was at the ER,
the title.
I couldn't tell who was real and who wasn't. I was convinced that my wristband was like encoded government barcodes.
You really believe that they can put a subliminal message on TV that somehow would trigger in your life and affect you?
Yes, they can. I know how they can do it.
Fast food. I don't believe that. If fast food is the best you got, then I don't believe it.
It's not on TV, but they can subliminally. They have this thing called a paratronic speaker, where they can like beam sound directly at you, and they can use the satellites and fucking like cell phone towers, where they can make it so only you can hear shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they can just fucking like a hypnotist sit there all day and fucking talk to you and fucking talk shit to you and fuck with your head and you're the only one that can hear it, and they can just like make you feel awkward at horrible times. Like there's so many ways they can fucking do it, man. They just
When
make
did they
you feel
put the chip
uncomfortable.
in your ear? Like, when did they do that to you where only you can hear it?
They don't need to put a chip. It's all frequencies. Everybody's brain operates on a different frequency. It's like a radio, like your cell phone. Like you have your own cell phone number on your brain. So all they gotta do is call your brain like they would call a cell phone number, and they can use the fucking satellites or the cell phone towers, whatever the fuck they use, and they can basically make you hear shit. It's really easy, actually.
You're telling
It's not
me
complicated at
that
all.
there is a sound wave they can
But and
send
it's
to my
correct. It's
ears and
harmonic.
my ears only,
Sound
even though
frequency
They've done it for
okay.
decades. For decades, they've been doing it. People have been complaining of schizophrenia, targeted individuals. That's what it is. That's all. And there's a lot more to it than that. I mean, that's the tip of the iceberg.
What about the animals? Like, it's so much other shit that should go on with the sound waves that hit one person's ears. It should hit other people's. Like, I understand that you're saying it can just hit me, but what about the other people that have the exact same ear sound waves as me?
Nobody has the exact same frequency as you. You have
frequencies.
It's like an
It's
IP
like
address for a
fingerprints. You gotta
computer.
understand, your brain is unique. Your brain is unique to you.
Wait, so what is this technology called?
Harmonic sound frequency signatures.
There's a
It's
million
the
different.
use of sound and vibration that is subsonic. You do not hear it.
There's different names for it. They call it synthetic telepathy, artificial telepathy.
That's
They
just some
call it,
layman bullshit statement I said. That's not the fucking literal thingy. It's just layman tongue for using sound waves to manipulate the mind with harmonics that you may not be able to hear or might. Kind of.
The more I think about it, dude, maybe I really was part of some program. I went to this mental health clinic, and they got a big ass radio tower, and they say it's decommissioned. They say it's not in use. And I noticed, the more I talked about this stuff, the more nervous people got.
it doesn't really matter about, like, I mean, they could just use the cell phone towers, man. Like, they do that for COINTELPRO, like counterintelligence operations, just to harass people that know a lot, like people that, like, they can do it for all types of shit too. They can read our thoughts with that technology because we have our own frequencies and our brains just give off they have EEG waves. And now they can decrypt, I mean they can decrypt the EEG waves into readable text. And they already have that. That's already open on the market right now. They're making technology like that we can buy where we could decrypt our EEG brainwaves into text where we don't have to fucking type shit, so people that are like blind and shit or like fucking paraplegic, they can type with their mind and write words on screens by selecting it, but they can read our fucking minds. They can do anything, you know? I mean,
Here's the thing,
they
though,
don't tell you
Denny's. I
about
mean, the shit that happened to me, they witnessed. They witnessed true precognition. They witnessed it sober. And they wrote it all down, documented it all. And now they're trying to send me to the Mayo Health Clinic for 5 days.
Don't do it. Don't go.
Isn't it kind of strange? 1 week they had me diagnosed as schizophrenic, and then I had to go to court.
They give you Haldol and shit too?
Well, now they're saying I'm not schizophrenic. They're saying they made a mistake. So a week later, they said it's been ruled out. They've ruled out schizophrenia, major depression, bipolar disorder, cannabis-induced psychosis. All those are ruled out now.
Alright, so what you can do, man,
Conveniently.
is say all that shit still happened and say, oh, well, they're saying I'm not a schizophrenic, so then what the fuck are these voices? Or what is this things that I'm experiencing, considering...
Oh, that's the thing. I never heard voices. I never said anything that would have made them think I was schizophrenic. What they did is they tried to make me schizophrenic to fit their model.
Yeah, it's reverse.
And they failed. They tried to force me into being schizophrenic with drugs. They thought I would stay that way forever, in my opinion. But I didn't stay that way.
That's called reverse profiling. Where they, like, set how they want you to be, and then they fucking make you that way by fucking with you. Different things, And they use that type of technology to do that.
Well, and then the more I told them, the more I kept telling them now I'm anti-psychiatry, the more they kept saying, well, that's just your opinion. It's your opinion that we're making people sick with drugs. And I said, how's it my opinion? Almost did it to me.
No, they do crazy shit, man. I'm telling you. I'm not even going to talk about the shit that they do, like, beyond this, because you guys are going to think I'm crazy, so...
I mean, that's why I'm leaving this town, dude. I'll be honest, I'm afraid to live here. Because I wasn't the only person. There was other people in that hospital that said this is a government research program.
One of them is fake.
And ironically enough, they drugged him too.
Yeah, but they can go... Anywhere you go in the world, they can access your brain. They can track you and shit. They have that.
I think what they found out is that death isn't real. I think there are ways to travel through dimensions, and they don't want people to know about it. I think
death is a lie, man. I think the whole fucking planet, the whole physical experience, you gotta think about it, man. They say that we were alive before we were born, right? That these spirits, right? And then we enter these fucking little baby bodies, and they're so, like, they're so, defenseless. We're so defenseless, and we're stuck in this fucking state as a child with fucking closed eyes and can't see and can't do anything, can't move, can't fucking do shit for so long, and then we just forget that, we could have had a past life and we wouldn't even know it, even if we did, Say, hypothetically, we had like 10 past lives before this. You're entering into a baby's body, you're in that fucking state for so long that you just completely forget about your past lives, and then you just you fucking believe what you're told after that. You go to school, you're forced to go to fucking school and learn a bunch of bullshit. You know, you get babied and treated like a fucking retard until you're fucking 18. And then, you know, how would you know?
I mean, that's a weird thing. During that episode, I went from being an adult to being a little child. It's like I relived the entire psychological realm of what it means to be human. At one point, I was playing with a bug on a piece of paper, and they said, well, did you used to play with bugs when you were a kid? And I became a little kid again.
Yeah, I
It
used
was
to
the
be
most
like,
bizarre experience of my life.
dude, I was so like imaginative and like creative and like, you know, I would like play with toys and shit when I was little and stuff, and like, you know, I'd like to put things together. And now I just don't give a fuck about anything, man. I just don't give a shit. I don't want to do anything. I don't care. You know, I'm just like, fuck life. It's a big fucking lie. Like, fuck this. I'm like, let's get some money. Let me make some money so I can go
And
and
you know
fucking
what?
buy some drinks and fucking get laid. Like, who gives a fuck?
I mean, I don't think it's a lie, though.
Who cares?
I think it's magic. I think what I found was true magic. Because get this, I pulled out the I Ching on my phone, and I flipped 3 coins 6 times, and it gave me this readout. It said breakthrough. And it said, one must resolutely make the matter known at the court of the king. That was a week and a half before I even knew I had to go to court. That's one of 64 possible combinations. What are the odds I would get breakthrough in the middle of a psychological break?
Wait, what's this coin you're flipping?
It's an ancient book. It's one of the oldest books on the planet called the I Ching. It's from China.
Okay. I've never heard of
It's
it.
a mathematical, psychological book. There's 64 possible combinations. That ties in heavily with DNA. There's 64 codons in the DNA, for example. And there's different levels of it. So there's what they call trigrams. There's 8 trigrams. There's also, I think there's 8.
There's 64
Base pairs of
trigrams.
DNA. Or four base pairs. 4 base pairs of DNA. There's 4 sets of trigrams. So this particular system ties in heavily with the DNA system, the human body.
Said 4 trigrams.
I mean, I think so. I might be wrong. It's so mathematical. I'm not very good with math. There's 4 main trigrams, I believe, and it relates to the 4, the
8,
base pairs of
16,
DNA. There may be
36,
8.
64.
Yeah, it might. It's something to do with 8, 4, and 64. Those numbers are important with DNA and the I Ching. I can't think too well about it right now. I've been up all night.
Maybe it's the Illuminati. That's the reason I know that shit, right?
Hell yeah.
I mean, the thing is, once I pulled that out and did that and read it to them out loud, one of the social workers got up and left the room.
The reason I know that is because in Naruto, if y'all know Neji, he does the 8 trigrams, 64 palms, 36 palms, 16 palms, 8 palms, or it's backwards, I think.
Yo, Mr. Moody, I was just trying to figure out who you look like. You look like the dude from New Rascals.
Like he's taking his jail photo, a mugshot.
You look like the guy that sings You Get What You Give. You know that song?
I mean, the strangest thing of all is this particular hexagram, when you read about it, it's the 3rd month of the Chinese zodiac, which happens to tie into the months of April and May. And that's when all this happened.
Dude, that is it right there.
I mean, it doesn't mean I'm a special person. What it means is the human mind has the ability to literally have precognition. It means the ESP is real.
It is. People just don't realize the power they have.
I mean, it even says right here, if these words are heard, they will not be believed.
How do you believe a religion that knows you won't believe in it?
Taoism is not a religion.
Alright.
Well, it's odds.
Taoism is a way of looking at life in a particular way. It has a lot to do with energy. Yin and yang is very scientific, especially when you get into the mystical aspects of Taoism. When you get into those parts of the I Ching, you're looking at basically the strong force, the weak force. Has a lot to parallel with quantum mechanics. I mean, it just blows my mind. It doesn't even seem real to me, really. It seems like it never really happened. It seems like a dream of some sort.
Yeah, like this creepy ass fucking Illuminati triangle.
I mean, I like the Illuminati. Actually, that's one of my goals within Freemasonry was to try to bring back the idea of Illuminati in my local lodge, because it only took 5 people to start the Illuminati. Adam Weishaupt and 4 friends.
Okay, so what do you plan on? What is the goal of your version of the Illuminati? What is the main idea for Earth?
Science, health, transhuman philosophy, new religion, new world.
I think we should fucking fuse animals and humans in society.
If it's going to help humanity to grow, then by all means, merge animals with humans. Anything that's going to help the human being prosper.
I don't mean biologically, I mean like telepathically. Be able to communicate by reading their EEG.
Oh, we're working on that with dolphins especially, dude. I mean, we're trying to make the ability to translate the language of dolphins into human language.
Dolphins are fucking assholes.
We should just teach dolphins English.
Like penguins or something. Why the fuck do we gotta do dolphins?
Yeah, they seriously.
Because dolphins are incredibly intelligent.
And they rape each other. They have to know when we're riding them, like horses. We should teach horses English.
I mean, they're closer to us than we are to the rest of nature already. Dolphins don't matter about that.
Well, and we're closer actually to mushrooms than many other species of animal. Our DNA is very closely related to a mushroom.
What?
It's a fact. We're very closely related.
So now we're like the mushroom guys in Mario.
I mean, I believe that mushrooms were why we evolved the neocortex. I don't think it was meat. I believe it was mushrooms. Psilocybin mushrooms.
And who's Mario? If we're all the mushrooms, then who's Mario in life? Jumping on us.
I mean, there used to be mushrooms in Africa, in the plains of Africa. And they would have had an evolutionary advantage, because if you eat low doses of psilocybin mushrooms, you have better vision. You can actually see better. So if you had a group of hominids eating low doses of mushrooms as they were foraging, they would have had a tactical advantage of being able to see better. I mean, maybe that's why they treated me for schizophrenia, because I bring all this stuff up in these therapy sessions, and, they think I'm crazy. But I think that they haven't read enough.
You really feel like therapy is helping you? Someone that's on this reality that has problems of their own. I just don't see how therapy can help anyone.
No, they're just making money.
Rational emotive behavioral therapy helped cure me, actually. During that psychosis, I had to rely on every single therapeutic technique I had learned in 2 years to save my mind. I mean, I used combinations of Eastern mysticism. I used spontaneous hand gestures called mudras. In that altered state, I used light, cognitive therapy to heal myself.
Refrigerator is very depressing.
Yeah, I'm pretty much out of food this month. I mean, this is it. This has to last me until the 11th.
Pizza though, so you're good.
You don't get shit at the food pantry if you're a vegan. You get a bunch of old-ass soy milk, a bunch of outdated salad.
Oh yeah, beggars can't be choosers, man.
Well, I'm allergic to milk and I'm allergic to beef. So either I'm a beggar or I'm going into shock.
Can you imagine?
Beggars eat rotten salad, really? Just because they don't want to
eat milk. You don't have to eat milk once you're past infancy.
Can you imagine a schizophrenic hearing like fucking keyboard typing instead of voices? Like everywhere you go, you just fucking hear that shit. Fucked up.
I mean, I got some food here, a little bit. I got some oats and beans and stuff, wild rice. I'll make it. I've been making it for 4 years. I ain't giving up now.
Need to stop. That shit is so depressing. Stop.
Where's the ramen noodles, man? The oatmeal.
I don't eat no fucking ramen.
You don't have ramen noodles. You know it's a struggle.
I used to struggle with. I would eat oatmeal and peanut butter and banana sometimes, and I would be full all day. 3 of them bitches.
I have a strong obsession with nutrition. Not sure why. This book right here helped me learn about nutrition.
How not to die. That's great.
Says how not to die. Well, that book lied to you from the beginning.
Well, you gotta remember, it's how not to die, not how to not die.
Look at it like that.
Now, I still don't follow everything in there I want, but I'm getting better at it. Like, I need to eat less processed food. I need to exercise more. I got a lot of shit to work on.
Well, save me $10 worth of a book and tell me the best advice that book has in it. The number one tip that you got from it.
Number one tip I got from it, eat more whole foods, less processed food. I mean, it's a scientific book, so there's a lot of details in there. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. For example, broccoli contains a natural chemopreventive called sulforaphane. Most people boil their broccoli, which cooks out an enzyme called myronase. So you can put that enzyme back if you put mustard seed on it, mustard powder. You put that on your cooked broccoli, and you'll create sulforaphane. And sulforaphane kills cancer stem cells. They can actually take cancer cells, put it in a petri dish, drop sulforaphane on it, and it'll kill them.
You can also eat raw broccoli.
Yeah, you gotta chew it a lot though, because the sulforaphane is like a glow stick. The enzymes have to mix together to create the sulforaphane. So if you're gonna get it from eating broccoli, you gotta eat it raw, and you gotta chew a hell of a lot. Yeah, you gotta chew it a lot though, because the sulforaphane is like a blow. Or you can
Yeah, I
cut
know
it,
broccoli's
wait
gross.
45 minutes. You can cut it up on a cutting board, wait 45 minutes, and then eat it. Or cook it, because once you form the sulforaphane, it's resistant to heat.
Does anybody else here get gas from eating broccoli?
Yes, gas is good.
That's what it does to me a lot of times, especially raw or broccoli.
Gas is good when it
You know,
fucking
right?
powers
And I
your
like
car.
raw vegetables. Trust me, I really do like raw vegetables. Like, because I used to grow up on a farm. I go out. There's a goddamn difference between a fucking carrot in the market and one you pull right up out the fucking ground. I'm telling you what, buddy, there is a real difference.
I don't like raw carrots, man. I just don't like the snap about them. I don't like.
I like broccoli. Oh, here we go. Everybody needs a good piece of ass,
Dude,
right?
why isn't that real, man? You can't just fucking do that in real life and do that, man. What's the point of fucking putting that on there?
Oh,
Sometimes
dude,
there's
as
real
that.
couples that came up. They're really good.
Have you ever seen that show, How 100 Ways to Die or something?
Rarer, but
Have you seen that?
occasionally that does happen too.
Yeah, I did.
There was a girl from my hometown that died.
Very rare
she,
now because everybody's using gifts.
She was from Roanoke, Virginia, and she died
Every
because
once
she
in a
was
while, you will run into somebody who's fucking with somebody. There's a couple
she was using a carrot as a dildo, and it killed her.
Who's
she
that?
penetrated her cervical.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
It was on that show, 100 Ways to Die or some shit.
I know what you did with that carrot. How the fuck?
It's so gross. She deserves to die fucking herself with carrots and shit.
Yeah,
Yo.
because it says she forgot to shave the carrot, and what happens? A piece of the carrot splintered off and penetrated her cervic wall, and she died.
Dude, some other girl died from that shit, but it was a broomstick, and her mom opened the door on her and fucking right up in there.
That shit's crazy, dude. Imagine getting to heaven and sharing your death story. How'd you die?
It's like everyone on the fucking news, everyone in your school just knows that you fucking died because your mom fucking opened the door and fucked you to death with a broomstick.
That shit's nuts, man. But yeah, anyways, carrots are alright. I don't really like carrots too much. I should eat more of them. They're good for you, but
I used to eat carrots
not
because I
perfect.
thought it would fix my eyes, and my eyes are fucking horrible, and I'm basically blind without contact.
It will help your eyes. They look like little eyes when you cut them. You notice that? When you cut a carrot, it looks like eyes.
I don't really like any of this. I like tomatoes. That's about it.
Isn't that strange, dude? Carrots are good for your eyes, and they look like eyes. Walnuts are good for your brain. They look like little brains.
Yeah, I saw something about
Show me a picture of a carrot that looks like an eye.
When you cut it, it looks like you can see an iris in it. You gotta cut it.
Maybe it was a YouTube video.
Fuck your eye.
Look up the cross section of a carrot, dude. When you cut a carrot, a little slice of it, it'll look like an iris.
Never really paid attention to a carrot.
I mean, apples, if you cut them in the right way, they got the Star of David inside of them.
It's Jewish carrots. That's the genetically modified Jewish version of the carrots. That's why.
That would be like a Jewish apple, I think.
Just leaving their mark, man. They're marking their territory.
I mean, it's in my opinion that a vegetarian, a plant-based diet is the human diet. You know, parrots got a certain diet. Humans have a certain diet. I think people eat far too much animal products.
So I was just thinking that, do you eat animal anymore? Like, do you enjoy going to a fucking barbecue shop or some shit?
I don't eat any animal products anymore. I was vegetarian at first for like 2.5 years. I just ate fish and chicken, and then I had to live in like even worse poverty. So I started eating things like sardines, and like I just kind of got disgusted with it. You know, it was so much fucking trouble. And then I found out rice and beans is pretty cheap.
What the fuck?
Especially because I didn't really like picking bones out of my teeth and shit. I was having panic attacks at the time, so every little thing caused me to overthink. So it was just.
When the fuck was you picking bones out of your teeth? You are not a dinosaur.
Eating them sardines, man. Them little fish and shit. Like they had little bones in them.
I never ate a
What are they
sardine.
called?
So.
What are those fish that comes in a
like,
can?
when the fuck was he eating chicken that aggressively?
Sardines, right?
Yeah, they got bones and like spines and everything in there.
Because it's the whole fish, you know?
I was eating that for a little while. Like they got some like sardines covered in mustard, and I was like trying to eat them, and it was horrible.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I would have been the type of person to get a fork and cut around it.
You can't cut around it. It's like all in
They
there.
smell so bad. I just don't like them. I just don't want to eat that, you know?
I mean, what happened to me is everything I would eat, I would go on the internet and type in the food, and then after the food, I type in PubMed.gov. So I got to the point where everything I ate, I looked up information about. And it's become an obsession for the last 4 years. Can't help it.
Dude, Soul Crux, what are you making over there, bro? What is that 3D?
And I learned a lot, but that's one thing I learned about enlightenment, man. If there is a type of enlightenment, I don't want any part of it.
Have you not seen all of his paintings, Dev?
No.
Oh shit, dude, that guy's a very talented painter, among other things, and he has a shitload of them. That's just one of his more, less finished pieces. He's got a lot of shit.
Dude, you
They're all really good.
should record yourself painting them and then sell the paintings with the recording of you painting them.
He should do whatever the fuck he wants as a fucking artist. What the fuck he should do.
Why would you send someone a recording of you painting it?
Because you.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean,
it actually isn't a bad idea, and in fact, it does get done.
Yeah, it could be fun. I mean,
yeah,
it is fun. In fact, it does get done.
Because then you have like
Alex Gray has a lot of live paintings.
I know a few people,
Look up
some
Alex
artists
Gray,
who are
he's
pretty
got some
talented
live.
have done it, and for posterity and shit. It's not doesn't hurt anything.
You ever see Godfrey Hellman? Have you seen some of his paintings?
Gottfried Hellman?
Yeah, he's like those paintings of children in war.
Just dying.
It sounds familiar. Did he do the Mickey Mouse painting on Hitler?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the book foot Mickey Mouse star moon dude or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, I like some dark art, like, what is this guy here? I forget his name. I can't. Chet Zar. This guy here has some wild paintings. DVD's called Disturb the Normal is the name of this. It's pretty wild. I should put this on a torrent site. I should put this video in there because it's hard to find. It's a loop. If you were to like eat some psychedelics, or maybe even if you smoke some good weed and spend an hour or so with this DVD, it will give you an altered state for sure.
What's it called again?
Disturb the Normal by Chet Zar.
What does it do?
I'll show you.
Out to the PlayStation 4.
I got PlayStation 2.
So red.
Took the PlayStation 4 back.
Oh, okay.
I had a PlayStation 4 with PlayStation VR, and I took it back.
I have a PlayStation 3. I'm bummed.
See the PlayStation 2 right here? I like it. Gets the job done. This is looping animations is all what this is.
Yeah, my friends kept trying to get me to go to PlayStation 4, and I was like, fuck no. I have to pay for like fee and shit, and I'm good on that.
Designed to expand consciousness and kill brain cells.
Understand what you're talking about. This game system is awesome.
Looks like Naruto is making over Singon.
Dude, that's trippy as fuck, man. It's creepy. It's like a eye fractal.
I wouldn't lie though. I would probably put that as my wallpaper if I can get it as like a live wallpaper.
What the fuck? Loser.
Looked like he was like part fish or something. That was creepy.
Loser.
So each floor has a different picture or gift.
Yeah, it's just a looping. There's sound with it too, but I don't have it on. It's probably best listened to with headphones.
What's this shit?
It's like he tried to dab, but he didn't know what he was doing.
That's some shit out of a 6-seater movie.
What is up with that thing, though? Is it like a fucking weird piano? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the floors of hell, each level.
I want to go there, wherever that is. Make out with that tongue. Yeah.
Stop. Is the turn the ladies on?
Some people refer to that realm as the Negaverse, or varying other names.
Jay, you are.
One tongue going to another tongue's mouth. Like, that's nasty.
You're a fucking freak, Zay. Straight up freak.
I puke all the tongues.
I don't know if I'm the only one like waiting for like the last one because I know the last one has to be worth it.
I don't know. I forget what it. I haven't played this in like 8 years.
The first one or two was really good.
This one's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like that eye one or whatever. And then there was another one that was really good right in the beginning that I liked. That one's alright too. And the rest weren't as good, I don't think. So far.
It doesn't do it justice without the sound. The sound really kind of the sound really kicks it off.
We're looking at Ark's imagery for a minute. Because we're looking at Ark's weird gift thing for a minute, and then we'll go back to talking. He's almost done.
Oh, this was the one that was on that postcard.
We are not entertaining enough. You are not entertained. Ah!
Be entertained like they're sitting here with their hands and hands behind them, and you don't know what you're gonna see. That's what's fun about it.
Here we go, last
Go
one.
Zumba, go Zumba, go Zumba, go Zumba.
This one has sound.
Don't get it.
She just every day does physical PE with her music and stuff, and has to stay physically fit. There's nothing. There's not really much to it. She does a combination of dance and yoga and isometrics to stay fit. There's nothing to it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's physical fitness. That's it.
What the fuck are you talking about? They do not look like they're doing. He looks like he's dying or some shit. That's a toilet.
I think he's talking about Zay.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
I think it just loops over again.
The gifts.
Thing is, though, earlier she was calling me a whore, but yeah, okay. I'm just saying.
I am staying out of girl-to-girl conflicts like that because I got a fucking dick and I know better. I'm backing the fuck away
This is a
from that
bonus.
conversation. Thank
It's a
you.
bonus
I
one,
think
right?
everyone's a whore. Just some people aren't able to be as much whores as they want to be, you know?
I'm just saying that's a gender conversation that I am not involved with.
The bonus one?
I just know certain female conversations that a man got no chance at, and I just go, nope. That's one of them.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine watching this for like, I don't know, 6 hours?
The same GIF over and over? Not really.
Yeah, like under the influence of highly psychedelic drug, I think it would change your life.
Sure. I'm sure it
I'm a
will.
little scared to go pee, but I don't think it's gonna change my life.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it might.
It's not gonna do it for the better. Just with a repeating thing like that.
I mean, it's made to change consciousness and kill brain cells.
Kill brain cells, exactly. It already did. I mean, I like it. I'm not trying to diss on it or anything, but
Just listen to that for hours. You'd go insane.
exactly.
Have you sat there and watched it for more than 15 minutes? Like the same thing? Alright, have you watched that
I
loop
gotta turn
before
it
more
off
than
too.
15 minutes?
Gotta turn it off before I go. I might have another psychosis.
Yeah. Better stop that. Don't let that happen again.
How long has it been since you've seen this screen?
That shit's old. Remember like the little the boxes are like memories or some shit in your PlayStation?
Oh yeah, something like that. I mean, he's got some cool paintings too, though. He didn't just make DVDs.
What I need is a cigarette. What I need. Yeah.
After watching that shit, I need to take a smoke break. Universe, you look so cute.
To watch this in a little bit.
Illuminati.
What the fuck is that, Jewel? Book? What the fuck is that, Jewel? Game? What the hell is it? A watch? A timepiece. Oh, okay.
Illuminati.
Uh-huh.
Hyper.
Keep rotating it until you get the image right.
So retarded. So retarded. You know. You know shit's retarded. 25 seconds. Fuck you, nigger.
It couldn't be the massive amount of alcohol that you consume making you impotent. Could it?
I would like to be impotent. If I'm not already.
No way!
If I'm not already. Fuck yeah, man. Nobody wants kids.
See what you guys
So
think about
true.
this here.
I really do.
If you want a kid, then find a single mom. There's plenty of them. You know?
Filed June 1st, 2001. Says here, a method for manipulating the nervous system of a subject near a monitor.
Think
I mean,
if you
even
watch or see anything too much, you become in sync with it. You know, that's like not gotta be like I don't know.
I mean, I was gonna say even if you don't want kids, you should find a single mom. They're kind of hot. They got plenty of time for you.
Looking for a myth or something? Like, are you trying to throw out signals for the myths in here?
Yep. Maybe.
But it says right here that illustrations show how image pulsing can be embedded in a video signal by pulsing the illumination of the scene that is being recorded. It says it will be shown that for a CRT or LCD screen, emissions are caused by fluctuations in image intensity. It's a patent. It doesn't necessarily mean they've developed it. It does mean that they have a patent on it. So see, they're trying to design a device. It looks like they're trying to design a device connected to the internet where a remote computer has a message that they want implanted into the mind of an individual. Huh. Well, needs to look like we need to get our helmets.
Listen, you just don't understand. There was so much shit I could have said. But I was like, let me do the Christian thing, the Jesus, and just not say shit.
Yeah, buddy.
I've had enough of this mind control.
In the name of Jesus! Take that, you filthy demon!
I think Jesus is the same. I think Jesus and Satan were created by the same people. Both lies. You just have to choose which side you're on. It's like duality. It's like Republicans and Democrats. Because you got people saying that Satan is actually the Christ, and Christ is actually the Satan. People believe that shit. So you never know.
It says in Isaiah 45, verse 7, that God created evil.
Yeah. What's the surprise?
God created evil.
You surprised about deception? Is deception really that surprising?
Fuck no. I think it's all legit, man. I think it's all
Then it
legitimately
should be
bullshit.
assumed that there will be deception, right?
right?
You don't take off that aluminum motherfucking foil and put that back in the fucking cabinet.
I'm not letting that any more images in my brain. I've had enough.
What does the aluminum foil do for you?
Well, I don't know yet. We're gonna wait and find out.
Do you think Justin Bieber is a pervert?
I think it keeps out electromagnetic radiation of some sort. See, she doesn't have her helmet on. That's why all these images are getting in there. If she were to have her helmet on, they'd bounce right off.
If I go get an aluminum fucking tinfoil, whatever the fuck it is, helmet, I will feel better. Like by the end of the night.
I don't know. I'm about to see, I actually have one built into this hat right here. See?
If it works, it works.
One step ahead. One step ahead of them. I'll save the planet.
I would try, but I don't think my hair would get along with that fucking aluminum foil.
Well, I don't really know if this is going to do much good, to be honest. I'm thinking all the images that they've been embedding in people's heads are probably already in there. Ain't no getting them out now. You like Decodey? Yeah, it is nice. Probably needs to be updated. I don't know much about Cody. I've never used it.
What's Cody?
It's like media player for computers. And I have this little Raspberry Pi, which is a very small computer.
You know that when you look at the opposite,
And I got it set up to do stuff.
when you look at someone that you're attracted to, it releases dopamine in your brain. And when you look in, when human beings, like when they're attracted to each other and they look each other in the eyes, that it makes people fall, like it like releases more dopamine and like other shit. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, it froze. It froze!